Alright everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we've got me and this is Bailey. Say hello, Bailey. Hello. Should we beat you down? Sorry, he's thinking, where's my food? So I want to talk about 100 mils of Sertraline, and I've been on them now for about 10 days. In previous videos I told you I was on 50 mils. I was on them for a few years. And the reason why I went onto them is because I had a lot of issues going on in my life, especially during COVID, because I wasn't getting work in, I had a lot of other issues. And Sertraline did really help me in terms of getting back to normal, feeling back to normal. But somewhere along those lines, in the last few months, things have started creeping into my life again. Like I said, one of my cats passed away, Bella, and that took a lot out of me. Plus there was a lot of other things, personal things going on. The 100 mils now, I've been on them for 10 days, and the side effects have kind of, leveled out a lot. I'm taking them about 12 o'clock at day, around about 11 o'clock at night. I'm exhausted, so I go to bed. And I feel that's the best time to take them. Most of those side effects that I had during starting off taking 100 mils was an icky stomach. That was certainly taking the toll. I had one day I just went shopping and I felt awful. I felt tired. There's a funny one that I had about 3 days ago. A mate came and visited me, and she goes, "You look like you're stoned." And I says, "What do you mean?" And she says, "You look like you've been smoking a spliffy." Because my hair was all over the place. I had red eyes, and she says, "You're just looking at me like this while talking and still laughing. It's like you're stoned," which is quite funny.
I got papers, blunts, bongs, all the ingredients to make a high nigga pie.
And yes, so those side effects have gone really technically, and maybe I get lucky, slightly a bit tired during the day, and that's it. On to any positives. I've not noticed any yet at the moment. Being 10 days, I don't expect any to be. I know that the Sertraline takes a while to get into the system. I know that it feels that I'm slightly getting to the happier stage, but I don't know if that's a placebo effect or not. But yeah, I feel leveled now. I feel like I feel very similar to when I was on the 50 mil. So there's nothing really to report on the positive side. I know it takes a few weeks. I think some were saying it'll take about 3 to 4 weeks, a month, maybe a little bit more, before you start to see any improvement. There's only one thing that I can think about that might be, I don't know if it's a negative or positive, really looking at it. And if you guys have had the same thing, comment down below, because I'd like to know if you guys have had the same. And that is with emotions. In my previous videos I talked about losing the cat, Bella. 15 years I had her with, and she was such a beautiful cat and beautiful soul. I miss her so much. I've got a little urn in my living room with a few pictures and stuff like that, and I light a candle every night. But the one thing is, for me, I've not been able to cry, and that's I'm one of them people that in public or around friends, you'll never really see me cry. But on my own, if I'm upset, like I lost my mum and dad, I cried quite a bit. But since Bella passed, not really. It's been kind of, I feel emotion, but it's not there to release it, if that makes any sense. It's almost like I'm calm. So I don't know if that's a Sertraline. And for me, I for things like that, I would more like it to be allowed to come out, because a part of me feels that the progress of those emotions kind of supports you while you're, and obviously if you're having those emotions and stuff like that, it kind of makes you feel like they're still around, if that makes any sense. You know, that soul is still around. So yeah, let me know if you guys have had it. Has it stopped you in that emotional side? You know, has it stopped you from, you know, crying when you need to, really? I think the last time I did proper cry, actually, thinking about it, was when Bella passed, and she had a fit in the morning. I took her to the vets, and they knew straight away. So yeah, she needs some guidance to, you know, so not guidance, she needs help letting her go. And they ejected her, and within a few seconds she was gone and her head flopped. When they left the room, I literally bawled out and screamed at the top of my lungs, because I've never done that before. So, and then thinking about it, I've been on Sertraline on that time. I was on the 50 mils. So that was there. So I don't know if that's something of or it just might me going through the bereavement stages. But the Sertraline anyway, there's no positive sides to mention at the moment. The side effects after being on them just over a week have gone, literally totally and nearly all gone. Might feel a bit tired during the day, but that's just natural, just have a coffee or something like that. But yeah, I want to keep you guys updated. And it's certainly not as bad as was when I was on the 50 mils. 50 mils were awful for the first 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks. They getting into my system was really dreadful. But on this one, first few days, yeah, I had a bit of insomnia, bit of icky stomach. Like my mate said, you look stoned. About 3 days ago, but that was more laughable than anything else. I just slept it off, and I was okay the next day. And then since then, nothing. I've been fine. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying these videos, and comment down below if you want to hear any stories from myself, if you want any tips of my own experience. I'm happy to do so. Look out for my next video coming soon. I will be talking about the initial negative thought patterns that went through my head, and I'm guessing it'll go through a lot of other people's heads on taking Sertraline. And those thoughts are kind of, I don't want to go on this, there's a problem with me, there's issues with me. A lot of those negative thoughts are just noise, and they're not really there supportive, they're just kind of noise, and that's what they are. But I'll talk about them in my next video. They're just talking about supportive system to help other people realise those thoughts are just thoughts and nothing else. So I hope you like these videos. Comment down below, subscribe, it really does help the channel. Until then, take care and look after yourselves. Goodbye.